Have you been diagnosed with Meniere's disease? Have you lost hearing in one or both of your ears? Do you have drop vertigo attacks? Do you have postural imbalance? Do you have migraine headache? I want to tell you a story about a gal that just started in our office a couple of months ago. She suffered with all the symptoms that I just mentioned. She's about 3 months into care. 70% of her hearing has come back. Her vertigo spells have completely gone away. She was getting migraine headaches once every month, and she hasn't had a migraine since. And she had some postural distortion, which she took a couple of pictures of herself pre and post adjustments, which I'll show you here now. If you'd like to read her story in her own words, you can go to Google and Google Sarasota upper cervical. Look at the Google reviews. Her review is the first one on the Google reviews. Now, if you're someone who's suffering with all the problems that I've mentioned, you probably haven't heard about something called Blair upper cervical technique. This is a technique that specializes in the top upper neck vertebra, and its goal is to determine whether you have a cervical segment that is dislodged out of its normal range of motion. We generally find people who suffer with Meniere's disease and vertigo and these migraine type problems, many times they've suffered from a trauma prior to its onset, and these traumas can cause structural misalignments at the floor of the skull, impacting the brainstem, which is the most important neurological area of the spine, of the nervous system, and basically controls most of the autonomic function in your body, and also includes the vestibular nucleus, which is where balance is coordinated in the body. So if you're someone who's suffering from these types of conditions, do yourself a favor, do some research on upper cervical chiropractic. You can go to our website, which is sarasotauppercervical.com. You can find lots of videos and different articles about how the upper neck is related to Meniere's disease. Also, you can Google Dr. Michael Burkon, who is a doctor in Michigan. He's done a ton of research on Meniere's. If you put Meniere's disease and Dr. Burkon, you'll find several published articles that relate Meniere's disease to the upper cervical spine. Hope this reaches people who are kind of in desperate straits. I know the mainstream system doesn't have a lot of solutions for these patients and getting to the underlying cause of why you have the problem in the first place. And upper cervical is a natural procedure that in a great percentage of cases really helps these people regain their health and life and able to function in life better.